It's Tim Albright with AVNation and Infocomm 2024 in the Blackwire booth. Cody Crossland, how are you, sir?
I'm well, thanks, Tim.
You guys have really kind of come on strong in the commercial space the last few years, exhibiting at Infocomm.
Yes, sir.
What was the thinking and what's the strategy behind coming to this show and showing us off what you guys have already successfully done in the residential market and now in the commercial market?
Well, we thought a lot of our product lines translated well from the high-end residential marketplace, including our servicing that we offer for many of the different product lines to save integration companies time and money on the job site, right? So we thought that we would raise awareness of that offering in the Infocomm space.
Okay. So talk about that for a second. Like, one of the things you guys do is you create drivers, right?
Yes,
for various control platforms. Like when you guys do that, let's say, take for instance, you got one for Control 4.
Yes, sir.
Right, several for Control 4. A new one now is for video walls.
Yes, sir.
Right. So how does a dealer, when they connect with you, how do they leverage that? How do they take advantage of that?
Yeah, so they could take advantage of it in a number of different ways. And so we actually sell the hardware that complements those drivers. So they can buy that hardware from us. We offer a pre-configuration service for that, so they can simply fill out an easy questionnaire on our website to let us know exactly, some of the details of the system. We pre-program that in our warehouse before it even ships out. So we're looking at making sure there's no DOAs, we're making sure all the firmware is ready to go. We even put labels on the product to make sure that they get installed in the correct places. And then after that, when they're ready to do the programming, we have a really great interface for them to use inside the Control 4 app that makes it super easy to control either 2x2 or 3x3 video walls as an example, or a multi-view scenario where you're trying to show multiple images on one screen. That runs natively in the Control 4 app and on all their supported devices. So it's been a real game changer for the folks who are trying to make an easy to use ecosystem for those products.
You also have some services really that dealers can take advantage of when it comes to networking, right? Residential has for years have been more well versed in the networking side than commercial AV. Commercial AV, a lot of times you're working with IT departments.
Right.
But when we get into that kind of middle area, whether it's hospitality, small offices, stuff like that, a lot of times those dealers are also doing the network. So how are you helping them out?
Yeah, so it was really an interesting thing that we noticed. More importance on the network, especially after COVID, right? And we know that not everybody has the ability to do networking internally, right? They usually have to have like an IT person on staff, that's their background. So if, in the instance where they're doing an install and they're not working with an IT team, the responsibility falls on the integrators to make sure that they're executing a really great wireless and wired network that both meets the needs today and also has the support to grow with the customer in the future. So we took advantage of that by offering configuration services for our enterprise-grade networking solutions from both Ruckus and Netgear. And we said, hey, how can we save the integrators time and money when they're doing that without having to have an IT background, right? So in conjunction with our Ruckus 101 resource that's available on our website that kind of shows what recommended firmware, what tips and tricks and things to enable and things to leave alone to do a successful install for wireless, we thought, hey, why not bring our pre-configuration service from our video over IP solutions to networking, right? So now you could say, hey, I'm going to buy a router, I'm going to buy a switch, I'm going to buy some access points. Give us that little information that you want to plug in, like your admin passwords or SSIDs, for example, locations where those are going to go. We'll do the same thing. We'll pull that hardware out, we'll pre-configure it in our lab at our warehouse. We'll put labels on it, we'll make sure to do our complete 101 configuration guide, and we can really give the company a whole turnkey solution that's just as easy as installing our AV over IP systems, right? So when they get it, they can go, oh, this access point needs to go into the CEO boardroom, for example. You don't need to have an IT degree to be able to deploy an enterprise network, right? Just plug and play as much as possible.
Awesome. So if somebody wants to find out more about Blackwire, how do they do that?
Yeah, follow us on Instagram and go to our website, blackwiredesigns.com.
All right, very good. Tony from Blackwire, for us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. Follow along as we bring you more videos from the show floor of Infocomm 2024. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.